Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard before we face Billericay Town in our first day on the road this pre-season. Luke, how are the squad feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, good. Good positivity off the back of Arsenal. Done a lot of work in terms of good practice and going through the bits that we want to work on and improve on. Had a good session again today, another tough one. Like I said to you, we're still in the work phase. We're still putting kilometres into their legs, sharpness into their legs. So we're trying to make them suffer a little bit. So when it comes to the games, that they have to think quicker, think brighter. And I think we're starting to see good bits from the last game against Arsenal, especially in the improvements from the Luton and Watford games.
Yeah, and we're facing lower league opposition. Is it almost nice to have a different sort of test?
100%. And it's again another test where it's going to be duels, going to be restarts, it's going to be arms on, more aggression in tackles. It's exactly what I said to the group today. It's perfect for us. I believe this pre-season schedule has been one of that's been thought out, understanding of the level of opposition that we want to face. The teams like Billericay, Maidenhead, Wingate and Dagenham will probably give us our best tests in terms of the National League. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing how the group handled himself against Billericay, who were ever so close in getting promoted last year. Again, you see the work that Gary's doing in the recruitment. So really looking forward to tomorrow evening.
You're expecting a tough battle?
100%. I wouldn't expect anything less. I've played against players that they have in their building and I've had many a battle with them. So I said that to the group today. It's about us managing the game in the best way possible. We've obviously tightened the group a little bit more. We've had myself had the tough conversations yesterday in letting certain personnel down in terms of the try lists. We're carrying one that we feel's done well enough to come to the next week, and you're going to start to see more of a Boreham personnel being selected across the two halves as opposed to 3 or 4 trialists. So yeah, it's one where the group's excited to go and face Billericay. It's a 3G Astro. There's not many in the division. I believe it's only Tamworth now. So in the past we have had Harrogate, Suttons, Bromleys. So we're very much playing on the Astros, but this year we've only picked one, mainly for that reason, and looking forward to pitting our wits against them.
Yeah, in a short turnaround since Saturday's draw to Arsenal 11, obviously you would have had an opportunity to watch it back. Is there anything we could take from Saturday into tomorrow evening? Yeah,
and I addressed it with the group. There were some real good patterns of play. There was some real good finishing the attack, something that we didn't have the likes of against Luton and Watford. Bodies in the box. Obviously, second half we camped in on Saturday and was pretty progressive, but I've worked on a few bits that we need to improve on. It's about small steps and small wins every single week, and I'm seeing that with this group, and I addressed that with the group. They worked hard again today. Another 6.5, 7K day, a lot of sprints, high speed running, and I'm expecting to give certain personnel 60s and 90s tomorrow. And I believe that they can handle that now. So for me, yeah, learned a lot from the last 3 games, obviously wanting to improve every single week, and I'm starting to see relationships form. I'm starting to see a Claydon and Newton that have been brilliant down the left-hand channel. Aaron Henry and O'Connell have got a lovely little working relationship centre of the park, and we're now getting partnerships across the back line. So excited for Billericay, hoping to see a lot of the bits that we worked on today and trying to improve on that we set out from the return in terms of from the start of pre-season.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned partnerships. Your focus ahead of tomorrow will be the players that we already have in the building, but would you be able to provide fans with any update on our activity in the transfer market? Yeah,
we are actively recruiting. We've agreed one with a club, but just have to wait for the player. We're up for 2 free positions. Myself, Charlie and the chairman have agreed the 2 main ones we need to get in the building. And I think that will change the dynamic of our group. We obviously are trying to bring in personnel that are better than what we've currently got, and that's a task in itself. So we've had a lot of players come to us, ones that in the past you'd snap their hands off, but we've got to be patient. We've got currently 16 fit players. Payne is obviously carrying a knock currently, so we don't have to rush the next 2 bits of business. But yeah, we are actively looking. We are actively trying to bring them in the building sooner rather than later. But again, it's not one where we're going to move on one if we're not comfortable with. So we know what we need to bring in. We have an agreement, myself, Charlie and the chairman, and we are working ever so hard to try and get them done.
Thank you very much.